it's Lizzie, and I'm filming in Christine's room today because she's at college, so her room's kind of free for me to do whatever I want with it. So I thought I'd change up the background a bit. And Christmas, right here, is getting dried off because he's soaking wet, and we actually were finding water droplets around the house, and we're like, where is this coming from? And I just got out of the shower, so my parents, oh, Christmas is shivering. And so my parents were like, Liz, why did you not towel off? And I'm like, I did. And so then I found Christmas, and so we're guessing he fell in the pool, but it's winter, so the pool is like freezing, so Christmas is he's so precious. Look at him. Oh, I feel so bad for him. So today's video is how to show a guy you don't like him. Because I know that we've all been in that awkward, obnoxious situation where a guy is hitting on us and we're just like, stop, stop, you're going to ruin our friendship, stop. And here are some really nice ways to kind of show him, without it being really mean, that you don't like him. You're going to end up hurting him. The second that you realize he realized that he liked you, and that you knew you weren't going to like him back, he predestined himself to get hurt. So a lot of the things that I tell you to do, you're going to be like, I don't want to because I don't want to hurt him, but you're going to hurt him less by showing him ahead of time that you don't like him rather than rejecting him if he asks you out. So the first thing you need to do is, if he tries to make physical contact with you, like if he tries to hug you, just say no. And if you act like, no, because you're like, I don't want to be mean, so I'm going to laugh it off, then he'll just think you're flirting with him. So you need to just be like, no, I don't want to hug you. And say it in kind of like a bored way, like not a bored though, because that can be like flirting too in kind of a serious way. Just be like, no, I don't want to hug you. And don't say, I don't hug people, say, I don't want to hug you. You need to be really honest about this, or you're going to hurt him even more. Well, Christmas is different. If he tries to hug you, don't let him hug you. And actually, there's this guy right now at my school who keeps hitting on me. Oh, I think I talked about him in another video because he's obnoxious. And I told him one hug a day. Now he's like, it's my favorite time of the day when I hug you. And I'm just like, So you kind of need to say that you do not want to hug him. And if he does come up and hug you, because some guys are just like, hey, what you can do is just don't hug him back. Just like be like this. And don't hug him back. Or if you do hug him back, be like really like little hug, not like a squeezing hug, just like a hug. And if he's a smart, mature guy, he'll realize, hey, she doesn't like me. But if he's a complete idiot, then he's gonna really get hurt a lot, and that's completely his fault, so don't feel bad about it. The next thing is, if he invites you to a party that he's hosting or an event, or he's like, hey, do you want to hang out? Just say no. And do not, I hate this. Girls are always like, oh no, I have to do something, blah, 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 and you make up something that you're doing that day. And I hate that so much because it's like you're lying to him and you're hurting him, and you think that, oh, I don't want to hurt him. Well, it's going to hurt him a lot more later if you keep kind of inadvertently leading him on. And so just say, I don't want to go. And if he asks you why, say, I don't want to go to your party. And if he's like, why? Then he's a complete idiot. The other thing is kind of start trying to like back away from him more, but don't completely start not seeing him, because then he'll miss you more. And so you have to be super tactful about this. I guess just don't act kind of super kind of bubbly, like, oh hey, like that. Don't act like that around him. Kind of act more serious, and don't be flirtatious. So you're trying to just not lead him on so that he'll realize that you don't like him and that you'll hurt him less. I know I always feel so bad when a guy likes me and I have to reject them. I feel horrible. And I really love it when guys are able to kind of read these signs and then kind of forget about me and find someone else, because I think that's the whole point of like love. So the whole kind of goal through doing this stuff is to not hurt the guy. I feel like the whole point of like going out with people and dating and love is to kind of figure out what kind of person you're looking for your other half. And along the way, you're gonna be disappointed, you're gonna have your heart broken, and that's kind of what we have to kind of deal with to get to that end product of finding that one person who completes you. And so you kind of showing the guy that you don't like him, however you may see it as mean, it's one step closer to that guy finding his true girl or whatever. So, girl, woman, but we really need to accept it. It's gonna kind of hurt them, but it's gonna hurt them less if you're really open and honest about it. The other thing that I kind of recommend is try to not give them your number. If you already have, but just try to not give it to them. So I guess take it off of your Facebook or whatever, and if they ask for it, I guess don't give them a fake number. Just be like, why do you want my number? Or something like that. Like, kind of question them, I guess, and be like, only text me if you need homework or whatever. Because there's a lot of annoying guys, so many annoying guys who are like, hey. And I really hate when you get into that kind of texting relationship, and then it's kind of like, do you ignore them? And that's what I do. So, again, you want to get to the point where you don't have to hurt them more by like not replying to their text messages and stuff, so just don't even give them your number. And so these are just steps to kind of not hurt them as much. If the guy actually does ask you out, like literally goes up to you and is like, well, you go out with me, the best thing to do is not to be like, oh, I like you, but I like someone else right now. Like, don't lead them on anymore. Like, you already kind of have hurt them by saying no and by not accepting them. So the thing you need to do is just be honest, be real, don't be fake. Don't try to kind of cover up any kind of meanness with deceit. And so tell them, I really don't like you. I think you're a really cool person. I think you're an awesome friend, and I don't want this to ruin our friendship. So can we agree zero awkwardness? And that's just kind of a nice way to, and you can even say, that's just kind of a nice way to reject them. Don't be like, no. And don't be like, oh, well, I don't know. Don't just be direct and honest. And they will really, really appreciate that in you. So unless you have a really immature idiot guy who is hitting on you, then he will kind of accept most of these signs. And if you're a guy watching this, if the girl tends to not want to be around you, not want to make physical contact with you, not want to go in car rides with you, not want to hug you, not want to text you, not want to do any interaction with you, then she probably doesn't like you. The kind of gray area is when you have this friend who like you're best friends with, and it's like, does she like you, does she not? And if you are friends with someone and they are hitting on you, then you kind of have to be super, super tactful about this. And I think if you're best friends with the person, what you should do is just go up and talk to them. Like, just talk about it. Be like, I don't like you. And I would only have that conversation if they did try to make like a move on you, or they asked you out or something. Then if they like initiate the conversation, then you can continue it by saying that, you know, I think you're the coolest friend ever, but I really don't have any romantic feelings towards you. And I know you're going to find a girl who you deserve and who's going to be like perfect for you, but I don't think I'm that one. And I know I'm not that one. And if you tell them that, then you're going to save the friendship. When you kind of act awkward and you act like two-faced and all, that's when you're going to ruin the friendship. So if you're honest from the beginning and you kind of, when they start hitting on you, you kind of back away a little bit, just a little bit, because if you back away a lot, then they're going to be like, oh, I miss her, and then because you're kind of rejecting him, he's going to want you even more, because it's like you're harder to get at. Okay, guys and girls, I hope that answered a lot of your questions on how to kind of show a guy, or if you're a guy, what girls will try to do to show you that you don't like them. And again, it may feel like you're hurting them, but it's going to hurt them a lot less if you show them earlier on that you don't like them, rather than having to say no when they actually ask you out. If you have any questions, like specific situations or questions, you want my opinion on it, you can just leave a comment below. And I would love you if you subscribe to my channel up there. And also remember to add me as a friend, because a lot of people don't add me as a friend. And guys, it really offends me because I want to be your friend. There is a link next to my picture on my channel page that says add as friend. Click on it and then you click like OK or something, and then I will accept your friend request. I have a Twitter account, twitter.com/millionvoices13. Follow me on Twitter and I will follow you back if you reply me and are like, hey, I know you from YouTube, you're awesome. And then I'll follow you back. Thank you so much for watching this video, and there will be many, many more to come. Bye!